Now you're good in front of the castle there, observing from afar. Tell me, how do you feel being there, enjoying the peace? And
thinking that if someday I die with, I want to die with my horse. I want us to die together so that one doesn't get left behind. Because if I die and he survives, he'll be sad, and if he dies and I survive, I won't be able to live normally without my horse.
from where is this special connection with his horse?
I don't know, it's like a soul connection. It's really deep. I don't know, it's a special bond. It's unique. Maybe we had many lifetimes together, I don't know, but it's really, we don't want to be separated. It's more than an animal, it gives me joy. And he feels safe with me. It's an unusual, well, maybe others have it, but I know I love my horse and he loves me.
I see. It was this special bond like that since you got the horse the first time?
I think I got him as a pony. It was a gift. And I bonded like a sibling. We're like bonded ever since. And we're inseparable. We knew from the first time we're like brothers.
Interesting. Do you communicate? And how do you communicate each other?
Telepathically, body movements through the eyes. It's just special. And I feel a tear coming down my left eye. That's how emotional I feel about my relationship. It's hard to explain, but it's very special. So, if one of us has to die, we prefer to die together. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but if it does, we want to die together in a battle.
Do you feel like you have family around there besides the horse?
No.
No. It's just you alone.
Single male.
Single.
And that's why my bond is even stronger, because he's my family. It's all I have. I have friends, male friends and soldiers, but I don't see a wife or a girlfriend or children. I don't know, I'm dedicated to my work. So I think maybe I don't want to have a family. If something were to happen to me, I don't want to have a family who will be left behind. So I'm just work and service and just enjoying my horse. So no wife, no girlfriend, no children.
So tell me, what a typical day of work looks like. What do you do at the castle? Or
just making sure there are no intruders, patrolling the grounds when there's no war. Exercises like swords, and just practicing and bonding with fellow soldiers. And nice when there's a war, of course, then we're called to go there and go into battle. But when no war, we are just patrolling and just enjoying the moment of peace. Bond with my horse, go to the creek, go out in nature, because I know my horse likes to be in nature, so we take him there. He drinks from the creek, we hang around under the tree, and we have many moments together.
So you said that you live in that castle.
I believe I have a place of residence there.
Okay. Inside the castle or
Inside.
Inside.
I don't have a family outside, so I believe I'm one of the trusted by the king, so I'm being given a place to stay inside the castle.
Okay. Can you describe me this place? Your place inside the castle. How it looks like? I'm curious.
Very nice room, big, spacious, beautiful big bed with column bed, nice furnishing. It's very nice. I'm treated very well.
So you must be an important soldier there.
I believe I'm one well taken care of. Yeah, more than just a soldier. I'm someone important.
Now, do you have a team, other soldiers that are listening, or do you work with? What sense can you get of that?
Yeah, there's a bunch of us. We're all good. No politicking. We just get along with each other. Good friends. It's a very healthy environment in the castle. It's a very, like I said, we get along very well with each other. There's no power struggle or envy. It's just a nice place. That's why we like to keep it that way.
Okay. And the other soldiers are living there inside the castle as well? They have their own place? Or it's just you?
I feel like there are some, yes. The king is very kind and generous, so he gives us a place to stay. There's enough rooms. There's enough rooms, so he welcomes us to stay there. Because he knows we protect the castle, so. And the closer we stay to the king, the better we can protect it. So we're in-house, we stay inside. King takes care of us, so we take care, we protect.
I see. Tell me a little bit about this king. Who is this king? What can you tell me about?
Old man, long white hair, beard, long white beard. Seems to be wearing a white bejeweled robe, big crown, kind, almost spiritual king.
Why did you say that?
Because his vibration, his frequency is very high. He doesn't like war, but if that's why it's unusual. King is not power hungry. He just wants to protect his kingdom and keep it peaceful. He's not power hungry.
Mm-hmm.
He's special.
Okay.
It's almost like a wizard.
Mm-hmm.
He reminds me of Gandalf, with the long white beard.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. It's almost like he's a wizard, but he's also sitting on a throne. He can do magic.
Oh, tell me more. In which way? How he can do magic?
He has many abilities, but he only uses it if he has to. He doesn't boast about it or talk about it, or he's very humble.
Mm-hmm.
But if he has to use it to protect the kingdom, he will also use it, but he doesn't want, he's not corrupt, he don't want to.
See.
He doesn't have a big ego, he's just naturally gifted, but he won't use his power for selfish purposes.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets a lot of respect from everybody. But he's almost like a wizard.
Does he have a family, a wife, or he's alone there?
I feel like he's not married, he's just ruling, and he's not married, no wife,
Mm-hmm.
no children. It's really strange. I don't see him married. He's single,
Mm-hmm.
old man.
Very good. Okay. Is the castle big?
It's just a simple castle, nothing crazy, with a pointy top and roof.
Mm-hmm.
Simple, but I think he comes from a long line of families, like a long line of wizards, magicians. They are not normal. They are, how do you say this? They're supernatural. They have all these abilities,
Mm-hmm.
but they're not scary. You don't think that they're like white wizards almost.
Mm-hmm.
He comes from that long line passed down to him.
I see.
But I feel like he decided not to marry or have children.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like a personal choice.
Mm-hmm. So is this castle away from? It's just this castle.
It's secluded. It's
okay.
It's almost as though it's hidden, and not many know it exists.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's so secluded.
Mm-hmm.
But he still needs people like us to protect, just in case we're discovered. That's why for the longest time, we were peaceful. We want to make sure we are not discovered, because if we were, they can try to take over. We want to keep the peace. That's why we're out like in the boonies, out
Mm-hmm.
far away
Mm-hmm.
in nature, So that's why we're just enjoying the peace, because not many know we exist or we're there.
Mm-hmm.
However, because I had a vision of the future battle, it means that at one point we did get discovered. in the future.
So you're just protecting the castle in that area? Or there are the cities, or
No,
it's
I
just
don't
that
see. We're
I
in the
see.
middle of nowhere where there's like creeks and forests and beautiful trees,
Mm.
big meadows.
Oh.
It's just really nice, peaceful place. It's not
Mhm.
crazy.
So is the land
Yeah, it's a big wide land,
that you
it's-
protect is the castle and
yes,
the land?
exactly. It's just really unusual. It's yeah, basically. And then our king is no regular human. He is, but he has so many abilities. I think that I have a feeling that if others discover that the king has this ability, they can take him and use him, use his powers. Basically, I think that's what's happening. We have to protect him. If other people discover he has abilities, they can take him, kidnap him, and force him to do things.
Oh, I see. What do you think that are other people who you're protecting him from?
Corrupt invaders in other lands. If they discover the secret of our king, they could use him, take him, invade, take over our castle and make him do things. They force him to use his powers for their own, purpose. So we're trying to keep it all a secret, our lives and the way we live. That's why our king doesn't want to use his powers, because he doesn't want to be discovered. Because he knows that other corrupt neighboring kingdoms, when they find out, they will use it.
Very good. Is it anything else you want to mention here about this?
It's just sad that, we know there's a lot of corrupt kingdoms out there, and we're very protective over our king, and he's vulnerable. Even though he has these powers, he still needs protection. But it's just sad that why can't everybody live this way? If we are able to live in peace, I wish that the others would do the same.
Right.
But I'm fortunate I get to live here, but I'm also scared that the king might get hurt one day and we get discovered.
What happened? What do you think it happened when
When the battle happened?
Yeah, if something like that is going to happen, what will happen with you and with the place?
If the king is the king has the ability to. We can physically go into battle, but the king, if he has no choice, he has the power to create a shield to protect the castle. He's very powerful. He can like a force field, nobody can penetrate. He has that kind of power, but that would be last resort.
Why do you think he used that only at the last
Because
resort?
he doesn't want to abuse his powers and abilities, but if that's the last resort and he has to, he will do it. He was born with those abilities, but he never used it if it's not needed. That's why he's very respected by everyone, because he's very kind and pure.
Okay, very good. You're doing great. So now, let's leave that scene and move to an important day In this life, we are looking at a day that you consider to be important when something is happening. We are now have moved forward or backwards, forward to an important day when something important is happening. You are there now. Tell me, what do you see?
Our king is on his deathbed.
Okay, tell me what happened, why?
He's old, he's ready to go, but there is no sadness because he's a spiritual king. He knows he's going home where he belongs, and none of us are sad because sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Tell me what happened.
We pretend we're not sad, but we all are because we see he's like our father. He's gonna leave us, but because he taught us a lot about spirituality, he doesn't want us to be sad because he knows he's just transitioning, and he keeps explaining to us when the time comes we should not be sad. But he's been around for a long time and is like our father. And we cannot contain our sadness. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's good.
He's just very special.
It's a good man.
He's very kind, and he protects us, and he's our family, so we're very loyal to him, and he treats us like family. I think we are just a group of men. I don't see any women.
Oh, interesting.
We're all like brothers and old male. I don't see any women and children. It's very unusual setup that we have. But we're all sad because it's time for him to leave.
So tell me what happened next now. Tell me, what do you see? Where are you? All of you? What you doing?
He's laying on a beautiful, he's laying somewhere, and they put roses all over his body. He looks very peaceful in his white gown, and his very peaceful face is like a smile, and it's heavy in our heart. But we understand, he's happy, and if he's happy to go back to source, then we try to think of it that way. But we're close with each other, so we still have each other, even though he's gone, but it won't be the same. Because he's the last king, and I don't think there'll be anybody after him.
Why do you say that? He's the last king. There's nobody.
Because he did not marry. He did not. He decided he would be the last because I think he I think his decision was because if he had children, they would have abilities, and if the child gets discovered, grows up to be a king, and somebody might discover and use their power for corruption. So he decided to end his line, be the last.
Interesting. Tell me what happened next.
We're just all sad looking at his body and his flowers everywhere, and I feel like he's happy, he's back to source.
Okay. Good.
He's very happy, but I believe he's looking after us. He's still, from beyond, he's still watching over us, but he's very happy.
What is going to happen now with you, all of you, without him there? What do you think?
I think we decide to stay there. That is still our home, and we just like a family there. So we decide we don't want to separate. We're some kind of loyalty or brotherhood. We remain single and we stay in the castle, and we follow his teachings about spirituality now more than ever, because he taught us so much. So we want to honor him by following his teachings. So we do that until we all grow old and it's our time to go.
Okay. Is it something else that you want to mention here? Why do you think this day is important for you?
It's all about the bonding, the brotherhood, a life of no corruption. Just he was a good example of a person who has many abilities but was never tainted, never corrupt. He was never selfish, and he was very generous about teaching other people to be the same. It's a true inspiration. He taught us how to love and how to live a meaningful spiritual life. That's why.
Beautiful, thank you. Okay, now let's leave that scene and move to an important day in this life. We are looking at another important day when something is happening. You are now moved to that important day. You are now there. What do you see now?
It's my time to transition over and leave this world.
Tell me more.
I'm not scared to die. However, my horse died before me, so I'm happy that I'm dying because I can see my horse and my king.
Tell me, why are you dying? What's the cause?
I got sick.
Mm. How?
It just came unexpected, some kind of disease.
Tell me about
It's, I guess it's something going around during that era, and I was one of those that got sick, but it's okay. I didn't really reach an old age, so I'm a little past middle age, and I got hit by this, whatever it is that made me sick. I don't mind, because if it's my time, it's my time, and I get to see my horse. I get to be with him again. I get to see my king. Oh, I miss my teacher.
So tell me about this disease. How it makes you feel sick? Which way? Like, can you describe it to me? It's like
Perhaps fever,
fever.
loss of appetite, general weakness. It's mysterious. We don't know what it is.
Oh. A lot of
Just-
people died. A lot of soldiers died because of this. Or?
Not all. Certain people, maybe it's something we ate or the water. I don't know. I think something I ate. But maybe I asked to die so I can be with my horse and my king. Maybe subconsciously I did not want to grow old and live without them, so I maybe found a way. I didn't do it intentionally, but made it my reality so that I can, because it's lonely without my horse and my king, I just, I want to be with them, so.
So tell me, who is at the castle now there? It's just you left.
It's the rest of us that stayed, after the king died, just living day to day, and like I said, I got sick. They're sad, they're concerned, but I'm happy. I'm not sad. I'm relieved, because then I don't get to live long and lonely. So I can't wait to see them.
Oh, because you miss your horse and the king so much.
Oh yeah.
Okay, tell me what happened next now. You don't need to feel anything. You can describe it without to have any feelings or sensation.
I see my horse.
How you see your horse?
I'm dead, but I see. I see running towards me from a distance. I see him now. We're together.
Oh, so beautiful. Very good.
I see my king. You welcome me, they welcome me.
Very good. Tell me more.
I'm happy.
You're happy.
It looks like Earth, but it's not. We're in a meadow, peaceful place. We're together. I'm just joyous. There is no death, we're just another plane. Just looks just like Earth. Beautiful, healthy, happy. It's like we never left. Of course, the people I left behind are sad. But if I were to talk to them, I would tell them there's nothing to be scared of. It's just another place, another plane. It just looks exactly like Earth. Peaceful, no worries. But I'm very elated. I get to see my horse again, and he's happy to see me.
How do you feel being over there now?
So relieved, so happy, and just no worries. Just it's like nothing happened. No battle, no death. It's like starting over and just enjoying the moment. Just a reunion.
How do you perceive your body? How do you perceive yourself?
I look like me, my physical self, but healthy. My horse is now white. He's like energy. My teacher looks the same, very youthful, very healthy. Why is my horse white? Why is he not brown? What I know is it's him. It's like just pure energy. It's strange, but I know it's him, and we're bonding. That is about special horse. I don't know why, but he is just like color of light, shaped like a horse, but it's all white energy. It's so strange.
Are you in energy form too, or you're just in the body form?
I see my physicality. I know I'm energy, but I perceive myself the way I look like. I'm a teacher. Only just maybe for recognition, but I know we're all energy, and all this is a space where we can manifest what we want to see. My horse chose to be his true form, which is energy.
Interesting. Tell me more. What else? What's happening there? Being there now.
That's all I see right now. Just us three in this beautiful meadow garden. It's almost as though we're giving a second chance together. But it's just us three for now. So I don't know if this is, I don't know. I just living the moment and happy.
How is the king looking like now being there?
What is he like?
Yeah.
He's the same.
Same
as ever, still kind, still spiritual. He's telling me all about this new place where we're at, so that I can adjust.
What is telling you about this new place? So you can adjust.
He's telling me that what we're seeing right now, everything we see is manifestation of our wishes, our reality, what we want to see. We're all together as energy, but if we want to see meadows and skies and physicality, we create that because that's what we want to see. If it's what makes us happy, then that's what we see.
I see. Interesting.
He's explained that to me.
Okay. So we create our own reality?
Yes, and even in another plane, what you see is a projection of what you want to see.
I see.
However, that doesn't mean that the horse is not there and the king is not there. We're all together, but I choose to see meadows. I choose to see my king in his physical form and my horse in physicality but in energy form instead of his brown body.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I asked, why does he look like this?
Okay, so it's everything energy.
Everything's energy, but if it's physical, it's because I choose to see him, because I miss the physical self of the king. I miss him. So I choose to see him that way. And my horse showing me his true nature. My horse is special. He's not just a horse.
Mm-hmm.
So he is energy form right now.
So why do you say it's not just a horse? What else?
Because some people treat their horse just as a vehicle to move from one place to another.
Mm-hmm.
They don't necessarily have a bond, but my horse teach me how to love. My horse is like my brother. We protect each other. So it's not just an animal. Animal is a soul. Animal has to be treated with respect.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people think they're just animals, but no. And everybody has to realize that everything has a soul. Everything is source creation is special.
Mm-hmm.
And my horse showed me that. He proved to me he's special.
I see. Interesting. Now that you're there, tell me what else is happening now that you're there. You're with your horse in a spirit form. You're with your king. What else do you want to mention?
Once I accepted what my teacher told me, I let go of the physical self, my image, and I saw myself in energy form. Just like my horse, I let go. I didn't have to see myself the way I looked like. I just became energy.
Who told you to do that? Who's your teacher? You mentioned a teacher.
I wanted to see myself in spiritual form, like this energy form.
Mm-hmm.
I want to detach from anything earth. So I became spirit. I accepted the fact that I'm no longer a part of the earthly plane, so I transitioned into spirit, which is my true form, with my horse.
I see.
So I can transition and not have any attachments.
Mm-hmm. So it's not good to have any attachment to the physical form in order to transition.
It's whenever you're ready to let go. Some souls are not ready, and so they choose to look physical even though they're not physical anymore, because they're not ready to let go. Once you're ready to let go, you instantly change your reality, and you no longer look physical. You become pure energy. But some souls are too attached. They're too attached to their physical body, and they choose to see themselves that way. But it takes a while. Once they realize they're ready, they can switch their form, because all of it is manifestation anyway of your wishes. Whatever you wish to look like, whatever you wish your surrounding to look like, is all in your consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
If your consciousness is not ready to let go, then you want to stay and look like your physical self. But once you're ready, that moment you become spirit.
Mm-hmm. Tell me, how is to be in that spiritual, in the spirit form, in the energy form? How it feels like now that you're in that form, that you transition?
Happy and light, and just being back home with the source, connected to it's like a network connection, no more separation. Just being home and being light, feeling light, no density from physical body. You move from one space to another in a blink of an eye, and you're more free to move anywhere you want to go.
Oh, that's how you move? That's how you move there? Quick, in a blink of an eye?
You think about what you want to see, where you want to go, and you're there.
Oh, okay.
This is all consciousness anyway. You
There's
have
no
access to everything, past, future, even, yeah, you're part of a network of everything. And if you think about something, there's no time, you're already there. If you haven't ever thought, you're there. You just have connection to everything. Any information you want is already there. You don't have to wait. You already know it.
How do you know that? How all the information is there and you access it?
You just do, because you're all connected, and you just do. It's automatic.
Mm-hmm.
There's you're a part of everything. Everything's a part of you. So there's nothing you don't know.
I see. So you all one, we all one.
Yes.
We all connected and
No separation. Separation is only when you're physical body and dense. But the truth is we're all together. There's just one. There's no multiple, it's just one. One being the source, just him, her.
so we are
Just
part
source.
of God.
Yes. Just one. And if just the other, we're just extensions to experience. But we're just one. There's no you, me. One, and that's all. It's hard to, maybe some people won't understand, but all you have to remember is there is just one.
Mm-hmm. So why do you think we all have these experiences and we're separated in this material world dimension?
Why?
What's the point of having all these experiences, being separated?
Because the one wants to experience many different things. That is just the nature of it. And And there's nothing malicious, nothing bad. Even bad experiences are not really bad. Nothing is bad. It's all experiences, because that's the nature of the one. So if people perceive there is separation and evil, even the evil entities that are perceived evil are not. They're playing a role to learn, to experience. There's a misconception that evil is separation. It is not. It's still part of the one. We're all together. People talk about duality, but that's just part of the experience again. But there's no separation. Even with duality, it's part of the experience of having separation. But all of it is good. Nothing is bad. If there's drama, it's just part of the experience. If there's war, it's not bad. It really is not. It's just part of the experience and the lesson. Reason why people experience pain is because that's the only way you learn, when there's density. Because if there's no density, it is hard to comprehend, hard to learn. So it is part of the process. But none of the bad experiences are bad per se. None of the drama are bad. It's all just learning, growing. It's like an octopus, the source is the head, and the tentacles are all its extension.
Right.
But still part of the body of the octopus. Right? Each tentacle is experiencing this. Each tentacle has a part of it experiencing another. But still no separation, because the tentacle is part of the head. They're all together, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But there is just one.
It makes sense.
And people their ego always has to tell them that they're separated, but that's just the agreement. They agreed to have an ego to make them feel separation, so they can learn a different way. Some learn a certain way, but on the earth there's ego. On other planets, not necessarily they have ego, but they have lessons to learn too, but just a different process.
How can we learn, how can we work with our ego
You can't.
to calm this,
How do you...
to get better, to calm this
The
ego?
ego is necessary, because without the ego, it's hard to learn the lessons. So the ego is necessary for us to learn our lessons. It's difficult, but it was like a program, it's put in place. Just one way to learn a lesson, because some planetary galactic beings, they don't have the ego, but they have their own experiences to learn lessons. But on Earth, that is what was agreed, that they will implant some ego. I believe the lessons are learned faster, 1,000 times faster when there's an ego involved.
I see.
Harder but faster. More lessons are learned faster. It can be painful though.
So it's only the earth that has this ego and
No,
no.
because the universe is expansive. It's very big.
Mhm.
So it's not just Earth.
Okay.
The intensity though can vary. Some planets might have a worse ego, some will have less. But I don't, it's not just the Earth. No.
I see. Okay. Okay, now that you're there with your king and the horse, is it anything else that you want to mention? Why is this day important to you?
It's a message for you and Maria, so that we can use this message while we're here on Earth and apply it while we're here. If it resonates with you, don't forget it. Use the information. It's a message.
What is the message of this last day? What we supposed to learn from it, both of us?
All about gifts, how to use it, how not to abuse it, to stay pure in your intentions, to stay as pure as you can. And as far as the ego is not bad. It's only there to teach us, to help aid us to learn our lessons. It's not bad, however, we have to pay attention and not be stubborn. Once we realize what the lesson is, we have to move forward and not keep repeating, because otherwise that is the purpose of the ego. So we learn from our experiences, but we have to move forward. We cannot just be satisfied and keep doing it, repeating the same mistake. We have to learn and advance, ascend, and as we ascend, our ego dies and it's done its purpose.
Okay. Now, whatever happened has already happened, and you are on the other side of it. From that position, you can look back at the entire life and see it from a different perspective. You know, every life has a lesson and a purpose. As you look of that life, what was the lesson of that life?
That it's possible to live in harmony as in the kingdom, just full of love and respect. It's possible. Right now, the world we live in is chaos. It seems to be chaos. But it is possible to live in peace. And it's possible that people with abilities, not all are corrupt. Well, some people have it, but they use it for the wrong reason. And it's possible, and it's being used as an example to stay pure, to remain pure, and to live in peace. That's why.
Okay. What was the purpose of that life? Why did you think you had that experience?
To experience love, to experience all the great joys, love, respect, bond, life of peace, which is not everybody get to experience that. This is a special situation, like a unique type of living, the special, it's just really unique lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
But many lessons learned from it, even though, I think a lot of people imagine that if it's a kingdom, the king is always corrupt. The king is always wanting to get into battle and conquer. But that is very stereotyping a typical kingdom and a king. It is possible to have a kingdom where there's no corruption, no abuse of power, a kingdom where the king is spiritual and teaching and have respect for the people around him and just love and respect.